Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium 4 episode 5 for our series. Last time we left off in a very rough situation. We had managed to destroy one of the nation's armies. It was these guys here. I can't really pronounce. Imeric, I guess. So we had destroyed one of his armies, and then we got hit with Ereluf here, and he hit me with this army and pretty much wiped out my entire army and my Necromancer. So all I have is what's sitting here on my citadel. Now we're going to take a shift in the game here. Reading some of the comments you guys sent me, I was very happy to receive them. Number one thing was making sure I don't make that push for Lich because it's pretty much worthless as of now. And that does make sense. So we're going to use our Hands of Glory for other things like summoning undead and upgrading our basic Necromancer and getting more spells. So that's kind of what we're going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and recruit a few more, I think, crossbowmen. So they're down here, and I want to get some more heavy infantry. I'm hoping he doesn't attack us. We're going to find out now what his move is. Okay, he is going to move away. This is good news. So let's keep pushing. With that being said, I'd like to take this back, but we'll wait till I know he's far enough away. And I'll swing into this gallows here, and I'm going to go ahead and actually get some undead from here because one of the comments said that I could do that. Another thing, we may as well go ahead and upgrade our Necromancer's Apprentice to an actual Necromancer. So let's do that. There we go. And what did we get? Mummification. Okay, it's pretty much worthless. Hopefully we can get something better. I say we go for Ritual of Mastery and get something better. I think we should do that. Let's do it. Bloodright. What's that give us? Turns himself into a vampire. Okay, that's pretty much worthless too. So that's kind of unfortunate, but both of those don't do any. Those don't do us any good unless we find temples or anything like that. All right, we're gonna transfer a few units over. We'll just give them a handful, kind of an escort, to go get some undead units. So let's do that. We're gonna go right there. We'll end the turn. We'll grab some undead units, and then we'll move back and start kind of equipping them. So let's do that. Raise dead. There we go. And we got a little bit. So it gives us a little bit of insanity, but not a whole lot. So I'm not too concerned. We'll be able to move back now. And we'll ditch our heavier units, I'd say. Now that we don't really need them because we got the undead units, which we can slowly upgrade. But we will grab a few more crossbowmen because it makes sense to do that. Now I'm going to let my gold build up a little bit while I'm sitting here. That'll allow me to be able to get another Necromancer Apprentice if it pops up. We're definitely going to make that purchase if it happens. Now, recruit units. So we can start using our Hands of Glory here that we've got. We don't have a whole lot, but we have a few to upgrade some of our undead units. Let's get these Banefire Archers. I've heard they're pretty good from what I've looked up. So they got the Banefire Bow. What's that actually do? It's magic, and it has decay. Okay, so that is pretty good. So we'll definitely grab those up. I don't know if we have enough. It looks like we'll be able to do it again, but I'm not sure how many of those archers we actually have. I see one there. 2. So not enough to pay the 10 really, but I've got 5 of them turned. So if we get some more, we'll do that. We will definitely do that. A captain, is it worth grabbing? I think I'm going to wait for Necromancer. That makes sense. Now those Soulless technically are slow. I could do Armored Soulless. They're going to still be slow, but they're going to be armored. Lots of hit points at that point. What's this? These ones are a little bit, let's see, Strength 5. Right? These still have Strength 5. Armor 2 though, obviously these are Armor 0, but a little bit more hit points. They got a spear. These guys got a broadsword. They're definitely better, and I mean it shows. It costs a lot more. Let's go for that. I definitely would like to get some Armored Soulless. That makes me feel a lot better. Now, I should be able to move here and move back. Okay. And there's one of our Ravens. Maybe if he heads out. So he actually has this whole area explored. So if he kind of hangs in the area, that'd be really useful. And maybe I'll get another Raven too. The more I can get, the better, I'd say, right? Like, it's actually probably worth paying the hands to get them. Did he fly over here with us? No. I don't know where he went. I don't fully know how that works. Unless, like, he can move really far. I see that this is still under our control. That's kind of cool. Where is all of our ravens? There's one over here. Okay, I don't know where the other one went. Oh, he's right there. So that's kind of cool. He's hanging in the area. If we can get more of them, we get a bunch of them flying around and we can keep track of the enemy. I think that's a really good idea. I think we should actually do that. I don't imagine anybody's going to attack me just yet because of where I sit. Okay, we're insane this turn. That's fine. 90 gold. We'll wait till we get 100 before we start recruiting again. I think that's what we should do. And then he's down there, so I can see that there's nobody here. I want to take these. Can we cast that if he's insane? No. Okay. I didn't think we could, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I just wanted to check. Now we all know. Wow, insane this turn too. Okay, that actually got just turned over, so we know he's nearby. Because originally nobody owned that. Yep, there he is. Oh, no, he did own it, I think. It's just... He's floating around the area. He wants to catch my army off guard, is what he wants to do. Wow, we're still insane. What is our insanity? 13. That's not that high, but it's high enough that it's really affecting us. No matter, really, because I don't want to move anyways. Wow. Okay, that's kind of a problem. There he goes. Wow, we can't have him doing that like that. Okay, if that Raven moves over one more, that would be great. Bane Bones. So, 5 of them. Let's see. How many of those do I have? Enough. It looks like, right? These guys, I would imagine, count 2. They're all just long dead. Yeah, so we could do Bane Bones. That makes sense. Or Armored Long Deads, which technically is better, but we don't have the... Or is it better? They got a Bane Blade, so they have Decay. But the Armored Long Deads, they get a Broadsword. But they're a little bit better. They're armored. We'll go with the Bane Bones. I think that's cool. Oh, we still don't have the iron anyways. We'd have to capture one of these. We're going to be flying through these turns pretty quickly right now. Until I feel comfortable leaving. A scout's almost worth the gold. And I've got enough. So I'm going to pay for them. It's nice to have a scout with your army, just in case. Because yeah, see, every army should have a scout in it. He'll sneak around in the surrounding areas and discover hidden enemies before they can ambush the army. And in combat, scouts join the ranks of archers, so he'll hide in the back. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by an ambush, if we can help it. Another scout. I'm not going to pay for the second one. I really want to move off, but... It's tough. I'd much rather wait for me to get a second leader before I start making another move. Because if that army hits me again, it's going to hurt. Because I'm going to lose this Necromancer. I'm going to lose the game. And you can see there we've got another unit moving up. These armies are starting to get built up pretty big for these guys. Like, that's insane. I couldn't even fight that if I wanted to. I'm glad my Raven's flying around doing a little bit of scouting around for it. I'm going to go ahead and get another Raven, actually, because why not? Because like I said, if I can get a bunch of them flying all over the map and I can track enemy movement, I'll feel a lot more comfortable leaving to go snipe and grab resources like the iron mines over here. So long as my Ravens are giving me good enough intel that I can track enemy movement, because I, as of now, cannot afford to get hit by those armies. I will lose if I do. Now, we know there's nobody here now because of where he is. I'd like for him to go north. If he doesn't, that's fine. There's a captain there if I wanted to grab it. Okay, see, and we saw this army here. So the Raven... So I'm surprised they're not all fighting each other. I feel like they should be fighting each other. And I'm a little upset that they're not. Captain would be a good idea. At least I could start building up a second army, and then it could be a small task force that goes out and tries to grab these real quick so I can generate some more iron. I really wanted to wait to see if I got another Necromancer, but I don't think I'm gonna. Alright, Captain, let's do this. Okay, yeah, and he moved on to those iron mines. Okay, eventually somebody's going to probably come up here and try to hit me too, so as long as I keep building up my citadel, I'll be fine. Oh, there's the Necromancer's apprentice. Luckily, we've saved up the gold for it, so that captain didn't bust our bank like I was worried it might. Raise Long Dead, Bolt of Unlife. Very, very good. Raise Dead, Minor summoning. So actually a pretty good unit. I would like to do some of the minor summonings. I'd like to get master summoning as well. We can go ahead and do this now, just for the sake of getting a few more units. I'm not sure. These are not bad. They're not great. Floating. Small hit points, obviously good morale. Magic resistance, very high strength. But they are ethereal, which helps. And they've got stealth and spirit sight, so you can see stealthy and invisible units. So actually kind of makes up for the scout. And then we could go for Ritual of Mastery again. Ravenous Curse. Is cast on a small village and returns some of the inhabitants into ghouls. Yes, we talked about this before. So a tent village, I'd guess. I don't know if a coastal hamlet would count, but these ones are all pretty easy to hold, so I'd be really stupid to do that. So far, this Necromancer hasn't given us anything good. If I could be perfectly honest with you. I wonder if the Dead Forest has any presence of dead there. Let's just move and find out. Cannot feel the presence of dead. Okay. He should be able to move back fine. I don't think he's going to get hit. But it will tell us if anybody's nearby. Oh, that army's still floating around. But that's why I've got these Raven Spies around here, and they actually are making a difference. I'm half tempted to cast it again, just to keep even more flying in the area, because that's helping me track their movements. You know, it's annoying, though, because the AI is not fighting each other, so they just keep taking these back and forth between each other, and if I leave to go take them, they just stomp right over me. So it's like, what do? I just sit here and keep building up, essentially, because I can't leave to go take these back, and they refuse to fight each other for whatever reason. Eventually, one of them got to fight each other, right? They're not just going to keep playing this back and forth game, are they? Maybe they are. Another captain. I'd like to come down, at least destroy this ancient forest. If I do, I'd take my captain to do it. I don't have a whole lot of gold with me. Not really a whole lot of units I could take either. Let's wait for one more turn to go past. Oh, I guess we can grab up some spearmen for the heck of it. We'll recruit some guys into here, or he'll take some with him. Just might as well take all those spearmen I grabbed up and go ahead and take a handful of these crossbowmen, just enough that I can poke out here and head towards the swamp, or towards the ancient forest, I mean. We'll clear that up real quick, just to keep things moving. Oh, of course. He moved in real quick and then moved back. Well, that's fine, actually, because now I know what I will do. I think I've got enough to move. Yep, perfect. So I actually allowed me to get that back. I figured that was going to happen, but boy, I'd love to see those armies hit each other, but they just aren't doing it. Oh, boy. One of our ravens killed. Let's go ahead and get two more, why not? Then we'll save up and we'll do Ritual of Mastery again, see if we can get like a master summoning or something. If I could just keep these Raven Spies moving on. Alright, let's do this. Perfect. So, technically if we stayed here, I think nothing would spawn, but we're going to have to move again because I don't want these guys hitting us. Jade Priestess. I mean, other than that, I mean, the cavalry can be a problem. A lot of them are experienced units. They're all pretty experienced. I'm not as experienced, clearly. Let me move back with this army for now, but we will focus on building it up so I can head south with it. I see that he's kind of moving in to be a little threatening. I could do another minor summoning if I wanted to, but I really want to try to keep spending for the master summoning. Or that's what I wanted, not the master, the major summoning. That's what I was talking about. Not least among which is the Ghost, the Banshee, the Wraith, and the Draco Lich. That's what I really want to get. So 75, that's a lot to wait for. But if we can get there, that's going to help a lot, because then we can start doing some pretty big summoning. Now he's actually getting pretty bold. He's going to try to take these from me. As for where I sit now, he could definitely take me out. So if he really wanted to, I'm almost positive he could. Now, I am sitting pretty heavy on here. The Bane archers, crossbowmen, and everything raining hell upon their army during the siege. The Iron Gate would hold up pretty well. Armored Soulless, I mean, they could take me if they wanted to. These guys would go out to meet him on the battlefield. I think I... Ray's dead, right? You've got it. So Ray's long dead, so you'd be casting that. You really don't have anything. Oh, you've got... That's right. Okay, so that would help. Banefire. That's actually pretty useful, and I think I should turn that on. Reanimation should probably be turned off. Even Drain Life is not that great. I'd much rather he's casting both of those. What kind of... Oh, do I have to keep 3 on? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. But reanimation is definitely worthless. And yeah, you could definitely do both of those. Okay. If I had to recruit some more units, if he was going to hit me next turn and I had to recruit units, what would I want more of? Probably swordsmen, right? Guys on the ground. Spend the rest of my iron. Or I save the iron so I can get the Bane bones. So let's get some more spearmen. Let's see if he hits me. I'm actually curious. No, he's just going to move through that way. We're not going to move off or anything. We're not going to make any silly choices until we know what his plan is. And we're going to save up our Hands of Glory for the major summoning. It looks like he's not going to hit me, so that's okay. If he just stays here, I'm fine with that. Because I'm just going to keep building up. I'm only going to get more powerful sitting at my citadel. He can take all that stuff from me if he wants to. I'm just going to take it back as soon as he leaves. So he can do whatever he wants. But boy, would I like to see the AI fight each other. That would make me so happy. But it just doesn't seem to be happening. Okay, so he's moving away. Let's go ahead and move out. We got a Necromancer's Apprentice for 63 gold. We don't have the gold, unfortunately, so we're not going to get that. Let's move back just in case, and then we can move back out and around. Or we could just take you real quick and move you out and back, right? Boom. Easy enough. And we got to get the gallows. I forgot that one. I could sacrifice you just... I don't think I'm going to get hit, though, so I'll just take it so I can get the Hands of Glory this turn. Yeah, he did move back. He's just going to move back and take them all back from us is what's going to happen here. But I can generate some stuff, well, a couple turns while I'm waiting. I hope this doesn't just turn out to be like the case for the next 12 episodes is me just doing this. I mean, if I keep building up units, I'm going to eventually... He's never going to hit my citadel. I don't think his army's ever going to get big enough. And if I keep summoning ravens when I can, and I can get better troop trackment, then maybe that'll help too. At least I'm still holding on to this coastal hamlet too. Yeah, you do what you want, buddy. You do whatever makes you feel good. And I'm just going to move back and take him back next turn. And I can do that. I can move one off and back on with most of these guys. Definitely take that back. And you. And I can do that and I'll be safe. That was one of the guys. So that's the army of one of the ones we destroyed. So we destroyed like their smaller army. There's their bigger one. We don't own that coal mine. No, there's a raven there, but we did own it at one point. Okay, stay there. I want to see if there's more undead I can summon from somewhere because I've got this unit. Even though he's the one with the insanity. Obviously the old battlefields would be like this old battlefield here, but... And these ones I could get more units from, more than likely. Okay. Oh, there he is, coming back down to take those. If I had enough units, I'd move out to meet him, but I know I don't. Like, not even close. Decent sized army if I took everything with me, but it wouldn't be enough. But that doesn't mean I can't keep building up. Especially if I can get that major summoning, then maybe I can get some really good units. Oh, we can't get the hero, and it doesn't really matter as of now, but we should grab just in case. We should keep grabbing some stuff that'll help us. I think Spearman right now is our best bet. More units, so if they do attack us and bust down the walls, the archers will keep doing their thing and all the melee units piled there by the doors. I actually wouldn't mind if he hit the citadel, because at this point, I think I would be able to destroy his army if he hit the citadel, or at least severely weaken it to the point where I could leave the citadel and do some more capturing. Because I hate to feel kind of boxed in right now, but there's nothing else I can do. See, and then here comes a second army. Now, if these two collided right here somewhere, it'd be hilarious, but it just doesn't happen. The AI, like, avoids each other. It's almost like they know that they can't beat each other, or I don't know. Like, he moved right up there, but I doubt they're fighting. But boy, would that be great. Yeah, see, they're not fighting. They both got good-sized armies, but neither of them are going to fight each other. That's just the nature of it, but the Hands of Glory's still coming up. He's moving down. He's probably going to do the same thing. See, then moves right on top of it as soon as he moves off of it. Oh, the AI, like, sucks, but they suck in Dominions too, so that's just the nature of the beast. So we've got Hands of Glory, but we're not going to use them yet. Yeah, I think we just wait till Major Summoning. We can get some really good stuff with Major Summoning. Like, some really good stuff, actually. I want to move down and get that farm, but I'm a little hesitant. We could grab it real quick with our captain, actually. And a Raven Spy was killed. Captain, go do your thing. Move back. Okay, so I'm going to end this episode here because we've gone on for long enough. I know it's not too exciting. I apologize for that. This is how I got to play the game right now, unless I'm going to lose. If I move out with my army, I'm going to lose. They'll either hit my citadel, or they'll hit my army and they're going to kill it, and I'm going to be back at square one. So, just like in those of you watching Dominions 4, you know, taking things slow, I got to buy my time. I got to slowly build up and try to match their level of forces so that I can feel like an actual threat, and then I can leave and start recapturing some of these places a little bit more confidently and getting out there and trying to summon some more undead units. I think once I start doing the major summoning here and there, that's going to help. And again, if I can leave, it'd be great if I could find more Hands of Glory. I know Crabville's got 2, but other than that, it's very tough. You know, this obviously, but that would be hard to take, let alone hold. But one step at a time. One step at a time. So thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.